side, but really for the representation of Ukraine as well, coming down and trying to get some sort of deal done, or even just the workings. So now here we go of President Putin coming down as well. Let's show you the side-by-side right now, Andrew. A moment right here of the two leaders coming. President Trump now coming near that red carpet right now, and on the other side we have President Putin coming down his red carpet as well, and flanked by his security team will be
hello,
Secret
chat.
Service for Russia now coming. And let's go now back out to President Trump as well, making his way and alone right now as he's stepping forward. Ultimately, they will come down near the side and meet at the center of the tarmac right now. And President Putin coming closer as well. And here we go. President Trump now waiting for the Russian president to come. We will see what the body language is in just moments, Andrew.
We're here. Let's go.
Now going to just
look
bring
at
up the
that.
audio as well to see if we can
Wow,
hear
Trump is way taller than Putin.
President Putin and President Trump come. You see President Trump now clap.
Oh man. What a shot, chat. That's a thumbnail right there. Hold on, chat. I gotta take a screenshot of this.
We see so many times the small talk from President Trump already started.
Yeah, asking the real. Putin is short.
A warm handshake started this summit off right now in Alaska. It was just a flyover. We just didn't get to see it there, but there was a flyover that just happened moments ago. And now they are posing here for pictures.
Ooh, ooh, she's asking the uncomfortable questions. Wait, what did he just say? What did he just do? Hold on.
President Putin, will you stop killing civilians? President Putin, how can the U.S.
Oh, they're going in the same car? Are they? No, they're not going in the same car. I don't think.
There we go. President Trump and Putin together there. And Andrew, it was interesting to hear some of the shouted out questions from the media. Both leaders opted not to say anything, but just pose for some pictures. But we did hear some of the media members shouting to President Putin, saying, "Did you underestimate Ukraine in the war?"
Yeah, I also heard, will you stop bombing civilians in Ukraine? These questions.
All valid questions.
Kind of gestured to his ear, maybe he's saying he couldn't hear or he didn't understand. That's the other thing I've been wondering. Obviously there's going to be translation throughout the course of the day, but how good is Putin's English? I'm going to ask some of our experts that question.
He
throughout the
probably
course of the
understands
day.
English
But
pretty well.
Trump there in the Beast, kind of a height differential between Putin and Trump. These are the things we're noticing. I mean, you're noticing them too if you're watching right now, but this is all taking place there at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson in Anchorage, Alaska. And to your point, 3.5 years ago, when Putin launched his invasion, it was the largest invasion in Europe since World War II. And just put that into perspective. Neighbor between neighbor here. That is why this is so important. There's been a lot of talk about NATO expansion, Mike. And you could argue that one of the kind of the successes in the Biden-Ukraine policy, Biden got 2 countries to join NATO during the course of that war, Sweden and Finland. Finland, 900-mile border with
Oh, so
Putin didn't
Putin
like that.
and
Putin
Trump
doesn't
are in
want
the same limo.
Look at that.
Oh, what? I would love to hear that
I
conversation.
wanted to showcase everyone that moment of President Putin and President Trump together in the presidential beast right there as they are moving on towards this summit. But I think that is very interesting that they are traveling together.
Wow, seated in the back.
I was not
I
expecting
was
that.
wondering, seeing them walk to their cars, whether they would drive separately. No, they're not. Trump and Putin in the back of the beast right now. You can't imagine what they're discussing. I mean, what they're talking about. So, is it pleasantries? Yes. Diplomacy is about exchanging pleasantries. But then, at a certain point, you get down to the nitty-gritty. You talk about what you need to talk about. You talk about why you're even there.
All right, so Chad, we're gonna go back and we're gonna rewind
Please stop the crisis.
when they shook hands,
You and I
because some people were saying that Putin's body language was that he seemed uncomfortable or intimidated. So we're gonna go and we're gonna see that. Come on, unpause.
Pressure that must be mounted.
Maybe. Maybe he is. I'm more shocked how fucking tall the height comparison is
We
so
see so
drawing.
many times the small talk from President Trump.
We'll just have to wait and see, when they get down to it, to brass tacks, so to speak. Can anything come of this? What will the two leaders go back to? Trump back to the White House, Putin back to the Kremlin. What will they bring us, the Russian people, the Ukrainian people? I was reading some reports, Mike, at the Financial Times.
Y'all can
they
change
do
it off
really
the
great
TV, by the
reporting
way.
on the war in Ukraine.
Baby.
And the kind of
You can change it off the
feeling
TV.
in Kyiv right now is tense. The Ukrainians don't know how this is going to go. They're not in the room.
Yeah, it's just a
it would
little-
be tense if you're one of the main actors in this war. Yeah, Russia's the belligerent. You're trying to fight for your survival, and you're not.
I
there.
didn't know
So
what they were
imagine
planning on doing, but
they're,
I think I'm going
chomping
to
at the bit
keep
to
the
get any
live
readouts
on
from their
but
US
muted
partners
and
about how
on
this
Be
works.
Right Back when
Yeah, that's
in
so
like
true.
15 to 20
I mean,
minutes
this is
until
almost
they
like,
start
to
at
put
3.
things in a little bit of
So,
perspective, it would
read
be
chat.
like
I
if there was a
read
party
chat. I'm
that
reading
was
it.
Getting a divorce, but the one person in that party is not there, and you are just hearing what's going on from people that are in the meeting, but you're not part of it, even though you should be. So again, the divorce here in this perspective is we want an end to the war.
Yeah.
I still think it's wildly inappropriate just to have your land chopped up on the chopping block and not
And
not have any speaking on anything between America and Russia. I would feel uncomfortable as shit about that.
here is maybe just some expectations. We were talking about this earlier. This, reported from Lucas Tomlinson talking about the Brett Beer conversation, saying President Trump tells Brett Beer aboard Air Force One in Route to Alaska, "I won't be happy if I walk away without some form of a ceasefire." So, putting pressure almost immediately on this summit to try to get some sort of concessions here.
I mean, it's going to be a tall order, Mike. I mean, throughout the last 7 months, Putin hasn't budged. I ask our experts all the time, what would make Putin budge in this, in offering some type of concession,
What would make Putin budge? Threatening him.
being conciliatory in
That would
any
be a
respect.
good idea.
He has not done that. He has not shown that. He has asked and expected a lot from the Ukrainians. They aren't going to budge either. And so, to your point, Trump has a very, very difficult task ahead of him. Let's also just set the scene, too, over the last 6 months. Ceasefire deals, peace brokered between what? Iran and Israel, Pakistan and India, Cambodia and Thailand, Congo and Rwanda, Azerbaijan and Armenia. And you can argue about, the strength, the teeth of those arguments, or those agreements, rather. We don't have time for that. He has seen a flurry of diplomatic activity, Trump has, in the Oval Office, trying to bring some of these skirmishes, warring factions to an end in order to, keep peace in some of these flare-ups worldwide. This has been more of a difficult task for him. On the campaign trail, he said, "I'm going to end it day one in 24 hours." It's proven to be more difficult, and so this is kind of really the first test that we have seen of the theory of the case. Can Trump bring this in any form to an end? You notice the wording in there, a form of a ceasefire. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's so true there, Andrew. And I also want to show a little bit of Jackie Heinrich putting this, saying, awaiting President Trump and Putin. She is in the room there where this joint news conference is going to be happening. And when we talk a little bit about this joint news conference, we were, surprised earlier in the week when we found out that there would indeed be a joint news conference aside from the summit. And